So, good afternoon, all of you. In the last lectures, we have started a new topic that is chemical energetics. And the first part, A part, will start, that is thermodynamics. Introductory and some basic terminologies we understand. Then we just understand the first law of thermodynamics and spontaneous and non-spontaneous limitation of thermodynamics also we know. So what is the limitation of first law of thermodynamics? First law of thermodynamics is does not give the provide any clear idea about directions of absorptions or evolution of heat, and it does not provide any informations about the direction or spontaneity or feasibility of chemical reactions. So this is the limitation of first law of thermodynamics. Then there is a need to. So first law fails to explain these things. Therefore, we let down second law, that is the statement of second law, that is different statements in a second law of thermodynamics. So this statement, like your every actual spontaneous process is irreversible. Heat cannot pass spontaneously from body of lower temperature to the higher temperatures. Natural tendency of heat to flow from higher temperature reservoir to the lower temperature reservoir. And no machine has or no if the efficiency of heat engine is never 100%, and it is impossible by means of initiative the any machines to the 100% efficiency. It means that the machines cannot converted complete absorb heat into the work. Some heat is going to waste. This is the statement of second law of thermodynamic. And this second law of thermodynamic, it is depends on the entropy factors. So this second law of thermodynamic give the answer of this limitation of first law of thermodynamic. Then we also seen the spontaneous process and non-spontaneous processes. The spontaneous process is taking place of its own accords. स्वतःहून त्या घडतात. So natural process are also the spontaneous processes, and all the spontaneous processes are irreversible. सगळ्याच्या सगळ्या irreversible असतात. त्याचे आपण बरेचसे एक्झाम्पल्स बघितलेले आहे. So gas expand spontaneously from region of high pressure to the low pressure, and the ball is come from this mountain to the deep valley. So this kind of the examples of the spontaneous processes. And the non-spontaneous processes which does not favor or does not occur of its own accord. It cannot be occur in order. ती स्वतःहून घडत नाही तर त्याला एक्सटर्नल एजन्सी किंवा मेकॅनिकल वर्क आपल्याला करायला पाहिजे. जसं की आपण म्हटलं की माउंटन वरती जर आपल्याला बॉल हे करायचा असेल तर आपल्याला पाठीमागून त्याला फोर्स लावायला पाहिजे किंवा मेकॅनिकल एनर्जी द्यायला पाहिजे, तेव्हा आणि तेव्हाच तो बॉल वर जाईल. किंवा विहिरीमधून जर आपल्याला पाणी काढायचं असेल तर आपल्याला मोटर पंप यूज करायला पाहिजे. विदाउट दिस वी कॅनॉट बी यूज. और तुम्ही जर हाताने काढत असेल तर तुमच्या हाताची जी काही ताकद असेल, फोर्स असेल, त्या फोर्सनी तुम्हाला ते घ्यायला पाहिजे. So this is the external aids we are using to pumping out lifting the water from well. And तेच जर त्याच्या उलट प्रोसेस आपल्याला करायची असेल तर तुम्ही फक्त पाणी तिथे असं बादली अशी ओपन केली तर ते पाणी आपोआपच ते वरून खाली विहिरीमध्ये चाललं जाईल. So this is the two processes. It is spontaneous processes and non-spontaneous processes. हे आपण बघितलं होतं. त्यानंतर आपण एक कॅर्नॉट सायकलचं एक्सप्रेशन डिराईव्ह केलंय. Carnot cycle, it is one of the cyclic process. It is a cyclic process which given in 1824 by Sadi Carnot. Sadi Carnot ने हा फ्रेंच इंजिनियर होता, त्याने ही सायकल्स आपल्याला एक्सप्लेन करून सांगितलेली आहे. So he proposed the heat engine, and the efficiency of heat engine depends upon the two temperature, and between these two temperature this efficiency operate between these two temperature T1 and T2. So the Carnot engine could perform series of operation between temperature T1 and T2. म्हणजे कॅर्नॉटने जे हीट इंजिन हे केलंय, कन्सिडर केलंय, ते कॅर्नॉट इंजिन जे आहे ते परफॉर्म होतंय, त्याची इफिशियन्सी परफॉर्म होते, पण एका सिरीज मध्ये. आणि ती जी सिरीज असेल त्या सिरीज मध्ये तो टेम्परेचर T1 आणि T2 या दोन टेम्परेचर मध्ये ते काम करते. सो ऍट द एंड ऑफ दिस ऑपरेशन ऑफ दिस सिस्टम ऑफ हीट इंजिन, the original state of the heat engine is retained, that is come to the original state. So it means that it is comes to the original state. This is a cyclic process. ही एक सायक्लिक प्रोसेस आहे आणि म्हणून कॅर्नॉटने दिलेल्या हीट इंजिनच्या या प्रोसेसला आपण कॅर्नॉट सायकल म्हणतोय. ओके. सो व्हेन अ सिस्टीम आफ्टर कम्प्लिटिंग, आता सिस्टीम म्हणजे काय, तर एक असं मशीन की ज्याला आपण स्टडी करण्यासाठी कन्सिडर करतो आणि त्याच्या बाजूचं जे असेल सराउंडिंग असते. सो व्हेन अ सिस्टीम आफ्टर कम्प्लिशन ऑफ अ सिरीज of changes return to the original state, it's said to be have completed a cycle, and this cycle is called as a Carnot cycle. And the system, this Carnot cycle or this system consists of 1 mole of ideal gas and which subjected to the सिरीज ऑफ सक्सेसिव्ह ऑपरेशन्स. आता ही जी सायकल आहे ही सिरीज आहे आणि त्या सिरीज मध्ये 4 ऑपरेशन्स होतात. सो दॅट operations that the pressure volume, or we can, it is indicator diagram. So this cycle, Carnot cycle, explain with the pressure volume diagram, or it is called as the indicator diagram. So that indicator diagram consists of the 4 processes or 4 operations: isothermal reversible expansion, adiabatic reversible expansion, isothermal reversible compression, adiabatic reversible compressions. ह्या 4 स्टेप्स आपण एक्सप्लेन केल्या होत्या. त्यापैकी फर्स्ट स्टेप्स आपण बघितली की आयसोथर्मल रिव्हर्सिबल एक्सपान्शन. आयसोथर्मल रिव्हर्सिबल एक्सपान्शन मध्ये काय होते की लेट P1 and V1, this is the pressure 1 and volume 1 are this gas enclosed in the cylinder. त्याचं प्रेशर V1 आहे आणि P1 आहे सुरुवातीला, आणि देन त्याच्यावर टेम्परेचर आहे T2, बी द टेम्परेचर ऑफ हॉट रिझर्वायर, अँड देयरफॉर now the gas is allowed to expand isothermally and reversibly from volume V1 to V2. त्याची आपण इंडिकेटर डायग्राम पण काढलेली. ती इंडिकेटर डायग्राम असते. आता मी जे म्हणतोय ती इंडिकेटर डायग्राम ही अशा पद्धतीची आपण एक्सप्लेन केलेली. दिस इज द इंडिकेटर डायग्राम्स वी जस्ट एक्सप्लेन. दिस इज युअर V1 P1, दिस इज युअर V2 P2, दिस इज युअर V3 P3, and this is your V4 and P4. This is the first process, this is second process, this third operations, and this one is the fourth operations, right? So here is the temperature given surrounding to the system, that is T2, and heat also given to the this heat absorbed by the system, that is Q2. So this is isothermal reversible process. Isothermal, right? So the isothermal reversible process, this is first. This is adiabatic. This is adiabatic process, right? And this is also isothermal. Isothermal. हे आहे तुमचं expansion, and this is isothermal compression. This is a compression, and this is adiabatic compression. This process is adiabatic compression, right? These are the 4 steps we just understand or explain. With the help of these 4 steps, we explain the Carnot cycles. So it is expand isothermally and reversibly from volume V1 to V2, V1 to V2, V1 pasun V2. This is the A, this is B, this C, and this is D. Okay. Now as the process is isothermal, therefore delta E, जर ही प्रोसेस आयसोथर्मल असेल तर डेल्टा ई म्हणजे तुमचा फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनामिक मधला जो डेल्टा ई आहे, इंटरनल एनर्जी, that should be 0. ती जर 0 होत असेल, so delta E is equals to 0. If it is equals to 0, Q2 is the heat absorbed here. This Q2 is the heat absorbed by the system, and W1 is the work done. W1 is the work done by the system. According to the first law of thermodynamics, आपण काय म्हटलं होतं की थर्मोडायनामिकचा लॉ काय आहे, तर डेल्टा E is equals to Q minus W. सो हा जर 0 होत असेल तर Q इज इक्वल्स टू W. So 0 is equals to Q minus W. So it means that is a Q2 is equals to W1, right? So work done by the system, that is W1 is equals to RT2 ln V2 upon V1. This is the equation number 1. आपण हे इक्वेशन काढलेलं. ही झालं पहिल्या स्टेप्स मध्ये. That is the first steps, that is the expansion, that is the isothermal expansion. In a second step, that is adiabatic expansion. Adiabatic expansion, right? So the gas is allowed to from volume V2 to V3, having the path that is a B2C. B2C, this is the path BC, and your this gas V2 and P2, this is the gas is allowed to expand reversibly from volume V2 V3 when the temperature drop from T2 to T1. आता इथे टेम्परेचर इथे T2 आहे, इथे T1 आहे. या प्रोसेस मध्ये टेम्परेचर कॉन्स्टंट आहे, या प्रोसेस मध्ये टेम्परेचर कॉन्स्टंट, बट द प्रोसेस ऑफ दिस टू दिस इट इज temperature is falls down. So if the temperature is falls down T2 to T1, then the Q is equals to 0. म्हणजेच इथे काय असणार आहे, Q equals to 0. So as the expansion is adiabatic, so this is the adiabatic expansion, and there is a Q is equals to 0. Internal energy, that is in heat is absorbed, it is 0. So this is the process is adiabatic, and W2 is the work done by this. Then according to the first law of thermodynamic, W2 काय होणार आहे, डेल्टा E equals to Q minus W. हा 0 आहे. So delta E, the delta E is equals to minus W. So therefore आपण याला असं लिहू शकतोय minus W, that is that W2 is equals to minus delta E. So therefore W2 is equals to now आता डेल्टा E म्हणजे आपल्याला माहित आहे की डेल्टा E म्हणजे काय, CV इंटू दॅट इज T2 मायनस T1. ह्याची व्हॅल्यू आपण इथं पुट करू शकतोय. सो W2 इज इक्वल्स टू मायनस CV इंटू T1 minus T2. Therefore, W minus W is equals to CV into T2 minus T1. So this is the work done by this is yours, the second expression. Then the third steps, in the third step, that is the isothermal compression. This is the third step, isothermal compression, right? So this is the third step, successive step. Now the cylinder is placed in contact with the sink and lower temperature, that is T1. This is the lower temperature. Now this gas is compressed isothermally and reversibly over here from the volume of V3 to V4. This deeper in the V3 to V4 along the path CD, along the path CD. So if Q2 is the heat given to reservoir, म्हणजे Q2 याने heat minus Q2 म्हणजे त्याला आपण आता Q1 म्हणूया. ओके, सो याने इथे हीट ऍब्सॉर्ब केली. या स्टेप्स मध्ये आयसोथर्मल स्टेप्स मध्ये टेम्परेचर रिमेन्स कॉन्स्टंट, सो heat given your system to the surrounding, and therefore the W3 is the work done by the gas, and that is the minus Q1 is equals to minus W3 equals to RT1 ln V4 to V3. So this is the steps, that is the third equation which is given by the third steps, and the last one, that is the fourth, adiabatic compression. So this adiabatic compressions. So adiabatic compression, now gas is with the volume V4 and temperature, that is T1 at D, is compressed adiabatically until it comes to the original state, so that म्हणजे इथून इथपर्यंत जाण्यासाठी your gas is the compressed adiabatically, that is Q equals to 0. Okay, so this volume becomes V1 and the temperature, that is the T1, So T2 from the temperature rises from T1 to T2, right? So the work done on the system that is it negative. इथे work done जे होते ते negative. So we can given that the minus W4 is equals to this minus CV T2 minus T1. So this is the fourth step. This is the fourth. आता याला आपण W4 equals to CV into T2 minus T1 असं पण लिहू शकतो. This is your fourth expressions. So on the basis of this, we find the net work done. Net work done. Net work done काय असणार आहे तर capital W is equals to W1 plus W2 plus minus W3 plus minus W4. आता हे W1, W2, W3, W4 ह्या ज्या व्हॅल्यूज आहेत ह्या जर आपण इथे पुटअप केल्या दिस व्हॅल्यूज वी गेट द इक्वेशन्स लास्ट इक्वेशन्स आपल्याला टोटल इक्वेशन्स फॉर the Carnot cycles, total equations, that is the net work done by the system or your heat engine in a four operation, that is the W is equals to RT R into T2 minus T1 ln V2 upon V1. तर हे इक्वेशन्स आपल्याला मिळते on the basis of this. So W is equals to R T2 minus T1 ln V2 upon V1. हे कसं मिळालंय तर आपण काय केलंय की W1, W2, W3 च्या व्हॅल्यूज पुटअप केल्या. CV into T2 minus T1 कॉमन असल्यामुळे ते आपण कॅन्सल केलंय. And so then R get cancels. Sorry, this V2 upon V1. So according to the indicator diagram, so V4 upon V3 is equals to V2 upon V1. So when you put the value of this common factor, then we can the equations that is R T2 minus T1 ln V2 upon V1. So this is your net work done. This is your net work done. Now in this way, the net heat absorbed by the heat engine, that is total काय असणार आहे Q. So Q2 minus Q1. So the Q2 म्हणजेच काय तर RT2 ln V2 upon V1 minus RT1 ln V3 upon V4. So now this is so V3 upon V4 according to the indicator diagram upon V3 upon V4 is equals to V2 upon V1. So according to indicator diagram, from indicator diagrams, so then when we put this here V2 upon V1, this is the equation. It is just like your equations. Therefore Q is equals to R common आहे T2 minus T1 into ln V2 upon V1. So this is the equation, that is equation number 5th, and this is equation number 6. So equation, if you compare the equation 5th and 6th, it is the equation, this side it is same, and therefore we can write the conditions Q is equals to W. So this is the satisfied condition. This is the satisfied condition by your heat engine, Carnot heat engine. जर कंडिशन सॅटिस्फाईड करत असेल, सो याचा अर्थ असा आहे दिस कंडिशन इफ इट इज सॅटिस्फाईड, दिस इज इंडिकेट दॅट युअर कॅनॉट सायकल इज प्रूव्ड. तुमची कॅनॉट सायकल ही काय होते इथे प्रूव्ड होते. ओके, सो दिस ऑल अबाउट दिस इसेन्शियल कंडिशन्स फॉर द सायक्लिक प्रोसेस. ही सायक्लिक प्रोसेस साठी इसेन्शियल कंडिशन असायला पाहिजे, जेवढी हीट ऍब्सॉर्ब केली तेवढं वर्क डन तिथे व्हायला पाहिजे. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द कॅनॉट सायकल्स. नाउ वी जस्ट सी द हीट efficiency of a Carnot cycle. The relationship between this net work done, that is W, and the quantity of heat absorbed at a higher temperature, that is T2, it can be obtained from the equations, that is the known as thermodynamic efficiency. त्याला आपण thermodynamic efficiency म्हणतोय. So W is equals to R into T2 minus T1 ln V2 upon V1, and equation Q2 is equals to RT2 ln V2 upon V1. So taking the ratio of these two equations, या दोन इक्वेशनचा जर तुम्ही रेशिओ घेतला तर इक्वेशन्स आपल्याला एक वेगळे इक्वेशन्स मिळते. that equations we call it is the efficiency of heat engine. त्या इक्वेशन्सला आपण म्हणतोय efficiency of heat engine. I just write here this equations. The equations मी इथं just लिहितो. So what is that equations? That equations, when you taking the ratio of these two equations, ह्या दोन equations, suppose हे 1 आहे आणि हे 2 आहे, या दोन equations चा रेशिओ घेतला तर काय रेशिओ होईल? So the ratio of this one, W upon Q2 चा रेशिओ घेतलाय is equals to, this is R T2 minus T1 ln V2 upon V1 upon R T2 ln V2 upon V1. So ln V2 upon V1 get cancelled, RR get cancelled. So what is the remaining part here? T2 minus T1 upon T2. So therefore W upon Q2 is equals to T2 minus T1 upon T2. So this total equations represent, that is the symbol of this epsilon, and this is called as the efficiency. This is called as the efficiency of heat engine. Efficiency of heat engine, or the efficiency of Carnot cycle. Efficiency of Carnot cycle. Efficiency of Carnot heat engine or efficiency of Carnot cycle. Here T2 minus T1 upon T2 is less than 1, or W always less than Q2. म्हणजे जेवढं हीट ऍब्सॉर्ब करते तेवढं वर्क डन होत नाही, ते नेहमी कमी असते, म्हणून हे नेहमी तुम्हाला कमी दिसतंय. So this is the total heat absorbed by the system. It cannot be completely converted into the work. So this equation, efficiency is epsilon is equals to W upon T2, or T2 minus T1 upon T2, or Q2 minus Q1 upon Q2. So this is the heat engine of efficiency of heat engine, that again we can say that it is always less than 1, or it is impossible to construct any heat engines which has 100% efficiency. So their efficiency is unity. So the total heat absorbed by this one, Q is equals to Q2 minus Q1. So according to this law, we also say that the efficiency, that is the always T2 greater than T1 epsilon T2 म्हणजे टेम्परेचर T1 T2 जास्त असेल टेम्परेचर T1 पेक्षा, तर त्यावेळेस efficiency always less than 1. This is the very important condition. Efficiency always less than 1. So this is suggests that efficiency of any machine is always less than 1. कुठल्याही मशीनची किंवा हीट इंजिनचं efficiency 100% नसते, ती नेहमी म्हणजे efficiency does not is equals to 1. It is always less than 1, right? So efficiency is independent working substance and efficiency is equals to 0. That time the efficiency is equals to 0 is equals to 1 असेल, the efficiency is equals to 1, that time that is T1 is equals to 0. त्यावेळेस T1 हे 0 असेल. So efficiency of all reversible heat engines is operating between the two same temperatures. That is, lower the temperature T1 of the any sink or reservoir, and given temperature that is T2, it is of the source, that is greater will be the efficiency. जर एखाद्या heat engine ची T1 हे कमी असेल आणि T2 जास्त असेल तर त्याची efficiency जरा जास्त असते. So this is all about the Carnot cycle and efficiency of heat engine. Now we are going to talk about the second concept in this thermodynamic, that is concept of entropy. That is concept of entropy. Entropy चा concept काय आहे? So this concept of entropy is totally depends or it is come from the second law of thermodynamics. Concept of entropy हा concept कुठून आलाय तर second law of thermodynamics. Okay. So what is the second law of thermodynamics? आपल्याला second law of thermodynamics माहित आहे. So now this we just understand the concept of entropy. Concept of entropy, right? So what is the concept of this entropy? According to the second law of thermodynamics, we know that the second law, statement of second law of thermodynamics, heat cannot completely converted into the work. बरोबर, म्हणजे पूर्ण हीट कम्प्लीट ऍब्सॉर्ब केलेली कम्प्लीट कन्व्हर्ट होत नाही वर्क मध्ये. काही हीट ही इज नॉट अवेलेबल टू डू द वर्क, म्हणजे ती वेस्ट होते. आणि क्लासियस किंवा केल्विनने असं सजेस्ट केलंय आणि त्याने हे इन्व्हेंट केलंय की जर हीट ऍब्सॉर्ब होत नसेल आणि ती जर वर्क करण्यासाठी उपयोगात येत नसेल तरी ती हीट वेस्ट होते का? तर that heat it is not the waste. That heat it is not the waste because that heat it is present in your system, that is in terms of entropy. ती जी हीट असते ती एंट्रॉपीच्या फॉर्म मध्ये प्रेझेंट असते, विच इज मेजर. आता एंट्रॉपी दिस टर्म गिवन बाय द क्लासियस, that is the inventor of the term that is entropy, the term that is entropy. This and this entropy it is denoted by S, is denoted by S. So which is a measure of such unavailable part of energy. Entropy काय measure करते तर it is measure or it is measured the unavailable energy, unavailable energy, unavailable energy. जी एनर्जी आहे पण ती अनअवेलेबल आहे फॉर द वर्क. सो दिस पार्ट ऑफ अनअवेलेबल एनर्जी दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज द हीट, ज्याला आपण अनअवेलेबल एनर्जी हीट म्हणतोय. सो दिस अनअवेलेबल एनर्जी इट इज नॉट अवेलेबल फॉर टू डू द वर्क. ओके, सो दिस कॅन बी क्लॅरिफाईड विथ द फॉलोइंग एक्झाम्पल्स. आता हे जे आहे आपल्याला अनअवेलेबल एनर्जी ही काही एक्झाम्पल्स वरून शिकूया आपण. सपोज द प्रोसेस ए, द प्रोसेस ए, तर ही एक प्रोसेस आहे. Q amount of heat is absorbed by the gas filled in a cylinder and fitted with an idealized piston. Then the gas will expand, piston will be pushed. Gas हा एक्सपांड होईल आणि पिस्टन हा थोडासा पुश होईल. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण असं समजूया की हा एक सिलेंडर आहे, इथे एक आपण पिस्टन ठेवलाय. दिस इज द पिस्टन and this one is the, and here is the your gas molecules, here is the your gas molecules like this, right? So आता जर हा पिस्टन आपण इकडे ढकलला तर याची जागा चेंज होईल, म्हणजे तो इथून इकडे येईल, ही जागा आहे तिथून इथे आला. सो दिस इज द वर्क डन, दिस इज द वर्क डन, दॅट इज W1 and this is your heat, this is your heat. So what is this? When you push the piston, that time work is done and that is the work done, that is W is equals to, तो जी W असणार आहे तो किती असणार आहे तर W is equals to P into delta V, P into delta V, right? Now the second process, process B, आपण याला process B म्हणूया. Now work equivalent to P del V, P delta V is done on the gas. The gas would be compressed. म्हणजे जर इथे आपण हे ढकललं आणि याच्यावरती P delta V एवढं जर वर्क डन होत असेल तर गॅस हा कॉम्प्रेस झालाय. Heat will be evolved. Heat will be evolved. So however, the amount of heat evolved in the process B is less than that of the absorbed in a process A. म्हणजे इथे जी हीट ऍब्सॉर्ब केली तेवढी हीट, जेवढी हीट ऍब्सॉर्ब केली त्याच्यापेक्षा, म्हणजे प्रोसेस ए मध्ये क्यू अमाऊंट ऑफ एवढी हीट ऍब्सॉर्ब केली तेवढीच्या तेवढी हीट इथून इव्हॉल्व होत नाही. that the exact amount of heat absorbed which is not exactly evolved in the process B. It means that म्हणजेच आपल्याला ते डायग्रामेटिकली असं सांगता येईल की this सम ऑफ द हीट इन द प्रोसेस, सम ऑफ द हीट, आता या प्रोसेस मध्ये काही जी हीट आहे, जे आपण असं म्हणतोय की इथून आपण पिस्टननी त्याला हे केलंय, पुश केलंय आणि जे मॉलिक्युल्स आहेत दॅट मॉलिक्युल्स इट इज प्रेझेंट इन अ रॅन्डमली ओव्हर हिअर, ते आपण नंतर बघूया. सो the whole of the heat absorbed in process A is not converted into